Sunday, and that can only mean one thing. It's nature and motivation day today, guys. So I've decided to come back to Groenkloof Nature Reserve. It's one of my favorite places. So I'm going to be doing a nature hike and motivating you guys along the way. We've got something really cool to chat about, and hopefully we get to see some cool animals and some nature and definitely some awesome views. Not long into this hike today, and I've already spotted some zebra friends back there. It's sure going to be an interesting day today here at Groenkloof. It's such a beautiful day out here today, guys. Like, there's not even a single cloud in the sky. It's actually not that hot either. It's just a beautiful spring day, and I'm here to enjoy it. And guys, come along with the journey, or come along on the journey, and let's see what else we can see. And we're going to get into that motivational stuff today, because this is a topic I've been thinking about for quite a while already, and I really want to discuss it with you guys, and I really want to get your feedback down in the comments. So yeah, let me know what you think. Now, something that's been on my mind for quite a long time, and that is the scarcity mindset. Now, you may be thinking, what is a scarcity mindset? Well, for me, a scarcity mindset, let me give you an example about it, because there's a lot of people out there who are living with the scarcity mindset, and the scarcity mindset is actually holding them back from being the best that they can be in their life. So I've taken some of these seeds that I want to show you guys, and I've taken it off this tree, and just one of these single seeds will be able to produce millions and upon millions of other seeds and other trees, and the process will keep going on and on and on. And in nature, there's no such thing as scarcity. Even where there are instances of animals being endangered and all of that, under the right circumstances, under the right conditions, they will be able to multiply and thrive again. So I want to speak about the scarcity mindset and the fear that scarcity mindset is holding people back. Alright, so nobody chooses to have a scarcity mindset, and I don't know why anybody would choose that, but it's not really a choice that we are given. We're kind of born into it, depending on our circumstances, depending on our family's level of wealth and level of mindset. So we are often born into that scarcity mindset. We have to turn over every penny before we spend it. We have to look after our things. Now, I don't condone not looking after your things. Yes, it's absolutely necessary. Look after your stuff. However, the scarcity mindset, we grow up into it, and then as an adult, we kind of have already fully adopted that scarcity mindset and live in a constant fear of not having enough in an abundant world. It makes absolutely no sense. Just as the example of the seeds in nature, in this world, there's an abundance, and in today's day and age, there's more in abundance than ever before. Look around you, look for practical examples around you. And I'll be the first one to admit that I was also born into the scarcity mindset. I had that scarcity mindset, and it takes a lot to actually get rid of that scarcity mindset and move into that abundant mindset. And if you look at what's going on in today's day and age, you know, we're in the age of the internet, and you know, there's more opportunity now than ever before. The biggest problem with the scarcity mindset is those who actually have that mindset don't realize that they actually do, and they live a life and they wonder why they're not living a life of abundance, and they're always struggling through life and never able to get it together. And it's because of that scarcity mindset. So that's why I'm actually talking about the scarcity mindset, so that you guys out there can look at your life and you can look at your mindset and you can determine whether you have got that scarcity mindset or not. And if you've got that scarcity mindset, then the first step is to actually admit that you have it. So the first thing we want to do once we've realized that we have a scarcity mindset is to obviously change that mindset and start developing the abundant mindset. So what we've got to do is you have to be able to understand that we're living in an abundant world. We're not living in a world of scarcity. There's so much abundance around us, and once we start understanding and you know, realizing that abundance, then it's up to us to start putting energy into that. Now, this world, everything is about energy. You know, the sun provides energy to the animals and the plants to allow everything to grow, but we cannot be abundant, we cannot live an abundant life if we're not putting energy into it, if we're not putting in an effort into it. You know, it's no good just laying around and saying that, you know, I'm going to live an abundant life, I'm going to have an abundant life, and you know, you're not putting any energy and putting any effort into it. So realizing that you've got the scarcity mindset and changing that towards the abundant mindset is the first step. The second step is putting the energy into it. How are you going to now live an abundant life that you know, one, is available for you? Putting energy into it, you know, thinking of ideas, being creative. You know, I mentioned earlier that we are living in the age of the internet. You know, we are living in the greatest time, the time of the greatest opportunity available to us, you know, since the beginning of time, guys. You know that it is now the easiest time to start a business than ever before. You know, back in the day, we had to go and look for a physical location, we had to pay rent, we had to pay deposits, we had to do shop fitting, we had to do all of these things, and it cost so much, and the barrier to entry was so high compared to now, where all we can do is just start an online store and start trading straight away and start getting in that abundance. But you have to think, you have to put the energy into it, otherwise you won't live an abundant life. But it's time for me to head on down here and get to the other side. See, there's some smoke there in the distance. Don't know what's going on, don't know what's burning, but we'll soon find out. So let me get down there while you think about that abundant mindset. This was most definitely my favorite part of the hike the last time I came to Green Cliff. Although it was the middle of summer, it was a lot greener. You know, now it's kind of brown and dry and not as dense, but it's definitely still awesome, the side of the Kopi, I suppose. And it is the beginning of spring. We haven't really had any rains as yet, so but just with a few rains and everything will spring up again, you know, and there will definitely be an abundance again. You guys, talking about abundance today, I'm talking about the scarcity mindset and how scary it is, because it is definitely a scary thing, that scarcity mindset. And you know, life is such a wonderful thing, and life should be there to enjoy, because look, at the end of the day, we've got one life and we've got to live it, and we've got to make the most of it that we can. You can live an abundant life, but don't limit yourself to your limiting beliefs. I'm telling you, there's so much abundance out there but you've got to have that mindset. You've got to have the mindset. You've got to put the energy into it. And a very, very important tip is to surround yourself with like-minded people. Don't surround yourself with people who've got limiting beliefs and who don't believe in themselves, let alone believe in you. You have to first and foremost believe in yourself and know that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to, guys. Now it's time for me to finish this hike. I don't know how far I've still got to go before I complete it, but I'm really enjoying this day, and I'm really enjoying sharing this information with you guys. It's something that I've been struggling with for a long time as well. And life isn't easy. I'm not saying that life is easy at all. Life is a big challenge, and I always say that the older you get, the more challenging it actually becomes. But with having the right mindset, we're putting a foot in the right direction to living that great life. Well, that's the end of today's adventure. Remember, stay positive, have that winning mindset, and remember, you can do anything that you put your mind to. So don't forget that. Go out there and have an awesome one. And don't forget, like and subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you guys next time.